You always burn
So
the good content.
I was listening to Pat McAfee yesterday, and I watched this clip where he had Harrison Smith on after
Mhm.
the Vikings win, and they asked him about the boombox that came out. He's like, "We've actually done that before. We just don't do it every week like the Niners do." And then he was like, he said, "Yeah,
What is
we all played something we wanted to hear. And we got Kirk Cousins playing Creed in the locker room."
nice? I'm
And
6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking, hell yeah.
um, and then what else did he say? And then he said, and then Pat said that y'all are doing the Lord's work for introducing this younger generation to Creed. So shout out to Creed. Hopefully this younger generation catches on. I was like,
Were they just at a game? I think they were just at a.
yeah, it was a
They were,
baseball game with the Astros, I think.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
I thought that was
Burn, burn.
freaking hilarious, man.
What else is Creed saying?
It's been a while since I listened to Creed.
I think that's the only song I know. Well, probably not. With arms wide open. That's it.
Oh man.
Are we rolling? Did you
We're
start
rolling.
recording this already? Oh, sweet. Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing on this beautiful, what is it, Friday afternoon? It's roughly 12 o'clock here in Nashville. I'm your host, Nick the Shark Herps. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Opinions Mostly.
You know?
Sitting across from me right now, you might notice is only one of our three hosts here. The one and only JoJo, the Idiot Circus Boy. No, just kidding. Joe, special team Spollery. Good job.
Yeah. Well, we do have a special guest. We have Mr. Rogers joining us in the room today. I know
Oh,
it's not Aaron Rodgers, Pat McAfee Tuesdays, but we'll take it.
it's still an Aaron though, too, for our side of the show.
Oh,
It's
there you go.
actually,
yeah.
this one might have some better accurate takes too than Aaron does. So this Aaron. Oh, we're gonna do a short two-parter episode because our work schedules are kind of funky. So
You know?
you'll see this one, episode 7, NFL Week 8, Part 1,
Part
with me
one.
and Joe. And then later you can watch episode 7, Part 2, NFL Week 8, with Joe and Aaron. I don't know how much they're going to talk about or what we're actually going to talk about because this is kind of a rough week for us. But let's start talking about football.
Did you watch last night's game?
Well, I was at work partially. No,
Unbelievable.
what was unbelievable?
No, you missed it? I can't believe that.
Oh, I know. The only games I think I'm going to miss are Thursday night games, and
Do
that's
you
not
even
a lot
like
of time.
football, bro? I
All I do is ball out.
I'm questioning your dedication to the brand, you know?
Look who's talking, dude. I have 2 TVs in my living room for football.
And none of them are being utilized for football. I know.
Oh no, there's football on the TV right now. It's replays of last year's of 2010 Packers season.
Oh yeah. You sound like a Cowboy fan living in the glory days here. Jesus.
Oh,
You know,
man.
the only difference between you and the Cowboys fan is you can actually watch the highlights of your Super Bowl on a DVD instead of a VHS cassette.
Oh, dang. Burn. What did you think of that on your own?
I did. I
Great.
told someone that about the Rams Super Bowl a couple years back. It's like, well, you know, the difference between me and you, I can actually watch mine on YouTube in HD 1080p.
That's intelligent as all hell.
Thank you.
All right, so the Bills. I was hoping Josh Allen was gonna have a not great day. I put in a parlay last night. I think it was like 6 legs, right? And it was essentially like the Bills to win, Josh Allen to throw 200 plus yards, Stephon Diggs to have 40 plus yards, James Cook to run 40 plus yards, Chris Godwin to have 40 plus receiving yards, and then last but not least, Mike Evans to have 40 plus receiving yards. Okay.
I know.
This motherfucker. I think he's only had 10 games with less than 40 yards, and last night was one of them. And he had 39 yards, and I lost my parlay, dude. It was like $100 I would have won.
Yep, 39 yards.
He needed 1 fucking yard.
Baker was looking at Godwin all night last night. Godwin would have had 40 plus yards on his own if he caught the damn Hail Mary at the last second.
Well, he did. I mean, he had like what I don't know,
Oh,
something
I know. I'm just
67 or something.
saying
But
they could have tied it on that Hail Mary if he would have caught it, but I
yeah,
don't know what he's doing. I was pulling for
bro,
Baker last night, but yeah.
I was too, and he didn't throw an interception, which I thought was pretty impressive.
Took a lot of sacks though, but that's the Bills
Yeah,
defense.
but that's why I'm impressed with Baker because he could take the sacks and not give up the ball, which
Yeah, there's a couple of times he got sacked. I'm like, oh, that's a strip sack. I was like, oh shit, he held on to it. Good for him.
yeah,
There was a couple of times I was like, that's kind of good. I'm surprised that wasn't stripped.
he's fairly impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the
Um,
Bills. Yeah, they're looking good. Bucks are.
yeah, and even though they didn't get the win, I think they're gonna do well this season. And I'm just really pissed off at Mike Evans. I'm gonna drop his ass in fantasy. Like,
You know?
1 fucking yard, dude. 1 yard. That's like
Oh
a foot.
God.
Like he just has to like walk. He just has to walk forward.
Oh,
Take a
I
step.
know. I know. I have him in fantasy, so I need every yard he can get.
Son of a bitch.
I got
All right.
12.9,
Anyways,
so I'll take it. It's not too bad.
yeah. I mean, because he vultured that touchdown. Like
Mhm.
one catch the whole first half. Are you joking my ass? No.
I know. He's looking like
That's what I
Anthony
can.
Davis.
That's what I can get mad at Baker for is not throwing it to him more. Even though he threw it to him like 3 times, like something like that, he just dropped it. Anyways,
He
okay.
was just targeting Godwin a lot last night.
Enough of that rant. All right. Let's talk standings real quick. How about that? You want to do that? You want to talk some standings?
No, but I guess I'll follow your lead here.
Oh, you don't want to? I mean, we don't have to.
I was actually looking at that this morning.
Let's talk AFC since the Buffalo Bills got their win last night. They're 5-3, which Miami Dolphins are 5-2, leading the AFC East. So tomorrow, Tyreek Hill he's banged up. He's gonna play. He's just not 100%. Is it tomorrow?
2 days.
Yeah. No, well, yeah. God, I keep thinking today's Saturday. I think it's because we're doing this at noon. Anyways, Dolphins, they're playing New England, but they're in Miami. So Tyreek Hill, I don't know how active he's going to be since he is a little damaged, but I see them pulling off that win. No problem. No questions asked. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah. Tua's still going to do his thing with Jalen Waddle, and they'll move to 6-2. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you're just going to agree with me on something, I got to find something more controversial.
I got something for you. I got something
Okay,
for you.
what? What do you got?
Sticking in the AFC East here. You ready for this one?
Okay.
The Jets are winning the AFC division. No question. They are going to win it. Yes.
The AFC East division. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you were talking about the conference because
hear me
it's
out.
confusing.
Hear me out here, okay? Hear me out.
Whatever.
Okay, so they got the Giants this weekend. That's going to be a win, okay? Right?
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, they lost to the Patriots, so.
So anyway, they got the Giants this weekend, okay? They got the Chargers next Monday night at home. That's a winnable game, okay? Right? The Chargers are not.
No.
Brandon Staley's out. They got the Raiders the next week. That's a win, okay? Then they got the what? No, come on.
No.
Are you joking my ass?
I mean, okay, the Chargers they can definitely lose that game, no problem. No questions asked. No questions asked. The Raiders game is a coin toss because the Raiders are a coin toss. and the Jets are not that great.
No,
just because
they are striding in the right direction. Zach Wilson striding in the right direction. They're coming off a bye week this week against the Giants. Yeah, they got their cornerback back to play this week. What's his freaking name?
Gardner.
I just saw it. Yep, Gardner.
They got the Sauce Boss.
Sauce Gardner back. And I'm just saying, so they got the Bills, they got the Dolphins. I mean, the Dolphins have shown vulnerabilities, and the Jets play very physical. They got the Falcons, they have the Texans, they have the Browns, and they have the Pats again. I mean, the way I'm seeing this, there is a chance that they can win their division without Aaron.
You sound as dumb as Skip Bayless. Let me just tell you.
No. Oh my goodness.
We should cancel you. We should cancel you because of how stupid that statement was.
Well, who the hell do you think's going to win? Is it the Dolphins? I thought I've lost all faith.
Obviously, I said they're going to the Super Bowl.
No. Now you sound like Skip Bayless.
Dude, what are you talking about? The Dolphins are like the best fucking offense in the whole entire game.
Yeah, but they shown their
Look at the
weaknesses.
stats.
They shown their weaknesses when they go against
Everyone
physical teams.
has weaknesses. Everyone shows weaknesses.
Yep,
What are
and
you
the
talking
Jets are
about?
going to capitalize on the Dolphins' weaknesses. Mark my word.
Okay, I'll mark your words. Let's make
Assuming
sure.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back and just obliterate the league with a one
Friday,
Achilles.
October 27th. Friday, October 27th. Joe said that the Jets are gonna win their division. What a fucking dumb fucking statement.
What's more surprising?
That was extremely controversial.
What's more surprising? That Joe said the Jets were going to win their division, or that the fact he didn't say that the Rams were going to win the Super Bowl?
The fact that he's a Rams fan. That's the most surprising.
We're the
thing.
least controversial fans out there, man.
Yeah, because there's so many of you from all over the world. It doesn't matter. It's a hodgepodge. They'll take anybody.
Shout out to the Philippines.
They share a fucking stadium. I mean, that's not very.
I mean, you have to. You know how much real estate prices are in Los Angeles? Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. That's not exactly cool, man.
You know,
anyone that shares that home stadium.
well, the Chargers are the redheaded stepchild of the league. They're just going to do what the league tells them to do. I mean,
hey, Sean takes offense to that statement.
He could take all the offense he wants. He could take it all away from the Chargers if he wants to. I don't give a damn.
I don't give it a damn. I don't give it a damn. Yeah. Anyways, Miami's obviously gonna win. They're 3-0 at home, 3-1 in the conference. So I don't understand your logic here. You're not very intelligent.
The Jets are up and coming, man. Don't count them out. If there's anything we learned from this last weekend, is that you can't. Everything falls flat on their ass at some point in the league.
Shut your fucking mouth for a second. Points for Miami Dolphins, 240 points they've scored. The New York Jets, 113. That's not even fucking half, Joe.
We're 6 weeks in here.
That's
Jesus.
not even half. No, this is week 8 in the NFL? That's 7, bro. Get it right.
I don't care. It's fine. I don't care.
Crazy.
The Jets are on. They're treading up. If they don't win the division, they definitely make wild card. And they'll kick the Buffalo Bills out of the wild card. Mark my
Oh
words.
my God. I bet you're going to say the Pittsburgh Steelers are dangerous too, huh?
Well, they just beat the Rams last weekend, but they needed some help from the zebra coat people.
Oh, goodness.
Well, no, the Steelers, gracious. I was watching. Well, now that I was able to watch them up close, they got some problems, man. They got. I don't see a way they win their division, especially with the way Lamar and the Ravens played last weekend. I think they put the league on notice.
Just so you know, they are 2-0 in their division. They're the only undefeated.
Ravens?
Yeah. No, the Steelers in the AFC North.
They're
they undefeated in their division.
They beat the Ravens and the Bengals
within their division.
Yeah, I got you. Well, they got the Ravens. They got time to catch up. The Cleveland Browns, they got a chance to catch up as well. Best defense in the league. Somehow they're treading water with their backup quarterback. Don't know how that's happening, but good for them.
Yeah. What else? Anything else? I mean, Kansas City 6-1, not a surprise. Raiders
pretty standard if you think about it.
Stupid Broncos, making us as bad as the Bears. Look.
Well, the Bears have one more loss than you, but they'll probably.
I know, but we're 2 wins and 2 wins. That's all I can.
You guys are gonna have the same record as them after this week when you go against the Vikings, probably.
I don't. No, bro. We got to pull off an upset. We got to get our shit.
You think
together.
You're gonna pull off the upset? Well, it's a home game, so there's that.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the Bay. Denver, City by the Bay. No, you know what that's
from? Yeah, of course I do. Come on, man.
What is it?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on here to NFC South.
Hold on. It's Will Ferrell, bro, from Blades of Glory. Come on. Denver, City by the Bay. When he's like,
did he really say that?
It's like one of my favorite quotes. So funny.
Obviously, I know the most quoted line from that movie. Gets the people going.
I thought it was Chas Michaels is figure skating. Whoa.
Oh, there is that. I'm talking about the sample they used in that one song that Kanye and Jay-Z had.
Oh.
It's provocative, but it gets the people going.
Stupid. All right, we're getting off track here. San Francisco down in the NFC West, 5-2. They're showing some weaknesses, as Joe was
about
saying.
To say, do we
have weaknesses? That's you.
How much stock do we buy in that? I think honestly, I look at it as a little significant because everyone glitz and glamours at how good their defense is. And they weren't able to slow down the Vikings. They didn't get a sack. They didn't get one sack on Kirk Cousins.
But that's just an off game. And I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. They have scored 201 points on offense, only allowed 109 points on defense. That difference is 92 points. I don't care if it's one game. They're 3-0 at home, 2-0 in their division, and 4-1 in the conference. That's a dangerous ass team, bro. Anyway, you cut it.
I think
They're coming off of 2 losses, but whatever. That's what they need.
Sam Darnold, they'll do just fine this weekend if Purdy doesn't play.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
The Bengals game will be an interesting game. This is like, dude, imagine if they lose this game. I think there's some red flags that start to go up for sure. Not about Brock Purdy, but about the team itself. And
Wait.
the reason why I add that, the reason why I say that is because I know you said off game and then Cleveland was a throwaway, like they had a chance to win it. But I also bat an eye because I understand they did completely demolish and demoralize the Dallas Cowboys, took their man card away from them. But when they played the Los Angeles Rams, we were actually able to move the ball just fine on them. We punted a couple of times. We didn't win because of the turnover battle, but we were able to move the ball up and down the field, no problem on their defense. With how mediocre the Rams are, I understand it's a division game, but the fact that we were still able to do that to the alleged best team in the NFL shows me maybe the defense isn't what it was maybe last year. Is kind of how I'm visualizing. Too early to tell. We're only week 7. I understand.
And also, fantasy points would agree with you, I would say, but also stat wise, I'm always a stat. I like looking at the stats and
analytics are what killing these sports. I can't believe you're following the analytics.
Hey, that's it's my job. No, it's not. It'll be interesting to see the Bengals and the 49ers this weekend. That's what I'm probably going to be watching that game just because it's a test for both teams. And I don't care if there's a backup quarterback in for San Francisco.
It's in the late window too.
Yeah. And you got I mean, Joe Burrow needs to, he's healthy now. Up. Keep going, move forward and show he's the real deal.
Well, Sam Darnold might be the most talented backup in the NFL right now. He has to be the best skilled backup, in my opinion. Put him in the Kyle Shanahan offensive system with all the toys he has and the weapons he has on offense. They're going to do just fine, in my opinion. The Niners will.
Sammy Darney. Well,
I don't think they're going to lose a beat, to be honest.
You think it's going to be a high-scoring game, low-scoring game?
I'm going to say high. I'm going to take I think the final score will be something in the range of like 40-33. I think both teams get momentum going, and then you're going to see a deep ball to Jamar Chase. You're going to see a deep ball to Brandon Ayuk. You're going to see a 20-yard in route to Kittle. I think both teams just get into a rhythm where they're just slinging it, and the receivers are making the plays.
It's too rich for my blood. I disagree. I think because the run game isn't going to be much, and so they're going to be forced to pass. They're going to be forced to pass, but that's not going to help anybody because they're not going to be making those plays.
Over under is 43.5. I'll take the over.
Oof, that's close. I'll take the alternate over of like 35.
Come on. Put your money where your mouth is, man. Grow a pair. At 43.
Then I'll take the under 43.5. No,
all
it's going to be like a 17-21 game. What is that? 38 points? Yeah, that's what I would take.
Rubbish. I'm taking the over all day.
Okay, well, that's why I make more money gambling than you do. But...
And then we got a prime time game. Well, it's because I don't gamble, so there you go. And then we got a prime time Sunday night football game. The Bears at the Chargers.
Oh my God,
Dick! How many fans are going to be in SoFi? Do you think there'll be more Bears fans or more Jets or more Charger fans?
I mean, honestly, I think there's just going to be more every other team fans. I don't know who's going to go to that game. Yeah. And I'll be taking a nap. So
yeah, there you go. Right. That's pretty good. I don't disagree with you one bit. Dick, in your opinion, which way are the Packers progressing? Are they exceeding expectations? Are they below expectations?
The Packers are not progressing. They're digressing.
Yeah.
They're
crazy how fast the narrative changes from week to week. They look like a solid 500 team, and now Jordan Love doesn't look like he knows how to play football anymore.
You know what? It really is like that. And I was trying to explain this to Dad over the weekend, and my dad, diehard Packer fan, and
bleeds green.
Anything they do is always right. He doesn't care if it's the wrong call, and like even if like LaFleur was like, yeah, that was a terrible call, I messed up.
Shout out to Randy.
Dad'll be like, yeah, you know what? He did the right call in the moment, but I can see now that he messed up. And I'll be like, I was telling you he messed up from the beginning. You don't even agree with me. And now when Matt says it, you're like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Like, yeah, change your mind. I'm just saying anything Anything they do, my dad will always support, even if it's like trade the whole team away and just become the Bears. If we became the Bears, like he was like, oh yeah, the Packers are not going to be the new Bears. He'd be like, yeah, that's a good idea. I love us new Bears now.
Well, on that note, let me ask you this: if Justin Fields was your quarterback,
Dad would probably cream his jeans. I don't know.
would the team be progressing and be better? I think they would be, personally.
Well, no. So here's the thing. Here's what I kind of digress again. My point that I was getting to is I was talking to Dad about this, how the coaching is lacking because Jordan Love in the last 3 games has done the same thing to screw us over at the very end of the game, right? He always just throws the deep ball, just closes his eyes and just chucks it and hopes that something's going to happen when he doesn't need to. The reason why we lost that game is all we needed was a first down. And yeah, granted, it was like a long first down. It was third down and whatever long. And instead, and we had plenty of time on the clock. Instead, he just chucks it all the way downfield just to throw an interception. It's like, dude, you just have to get it to the sticks, move the sticks. Even if there's like less than a minute left on the clock, get it to the sticks. We just had to come into field goal range, damn it. So I look at that for like the last 3 weeks that he's done that same exact thing and go, hey, you know what? That's a coaching issue. Why are they not coaching that into him? Why before that play are they not like, okay, just remember, all you got to do is get it down to here. The whole game, he's just dumping it off for 10 yards. That's the only pass he throws. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we only need 10 yards. Well, I'm just going to chuck it 50. What the fuck is going on here? You're supposed to chuck it at the beginning of the game. Not at the end when it's the only pass you're supposed to make that you've been making the whole game that you decide not to go with. That drives me nuts. And that's not him, in my opinion. That's the coaching. Like, whatever. It's stupid. It's a pattern. And it's horrible.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our Packer rant of the week, brought to you by Nicholas Herbst here. Did you get it all out, buddy? All right.
No, I don't. I still like sound like right here. I gotta like scrape it out. I'm just like, fuck, dude.
David Bakhtiari is probably the worst lineman. No, I'm just kidding.
He doesn't even play. No.
Oh man.
It's just stupid, and I do blame coaching. And I mean, he's a young guy. You're supposed to mold him right now, and we're just not. We're just letting him run wild.
I heard some people start to question LaFleur right around about a week or two ago. Is he a legitimate coach, or was he kind of riding the coattails of Aaron Rodgers and how good those teams were? His first couple years in Green Bay when they went 13-3 and got to the NFC Championship game, and then or divisional game one year and plundered. So
I questioned him too. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think there's some rumblings for sure because you got to coach your players up, and
exactly.
It's scary that we're seeing Zach Wilson progress better than Jordan Love is. I think that's a red flag in my opinion. Given that Zach Wilson, I was going to say, I'll give Zach Wilson the benefit of the doubt because he's been in the league for a couple of years. But it's like, no, I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt because Jordan Love has been behind one of the GOATs of our generation for the last 3 years. So he should be able to figure some stuff out on his own. At the same time, I agree with you. I think coaching is a legitimate question there. That needs to be ridiculous. Asked. It needs to be filled out by the Green Bay faithful here. See what's going on with that.
That's what we're supposed to do as true Packer fans. That's why I get pissed off at Dad. I'm like, no, we're supposed to cause commotion when we're in a rebuild phase anyways. Like, this is the time to be like, hey, this is a problem. Can you fix it? Not, yeah, you know what? It's fine. They'll get on track. What? That's just like typical Democrats. No.
Oh, God.
Just close your eyes and just keep going. Just keep moving.
Hail Mary.
Everything's going to be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
Everything's burning.
No matter, you don't do anything. Just live on unemployment. Everything's gonna be fine. No. Anyways, whatever.
Everything's gonna be fine. Well, there's one thing we can do. We could print more money, and then we can make everyone wealthy.
No, I'm not. We're not talking politics. I was just being a troll. Anyways, that's what I got on the Packers. Is a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. I just don't want to be worse than the Bears. The Bears, like you said, are.
I don't think you will be. So I think the division will play out with the Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears. That'll be the pecking order at the end of the year.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Some people have been blaming the Packers about the run game because Aaron Jones hasn't been fully healthy all year, and that offense is predicated on getting the run game going. It's like, well,
yeah, that's true too.
You got, thick thighs Dylan there. I mean, playing Farm Simulator at 3 o'clock in the morning while streaming on Twitch. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's his problem.
have you
I
seen
don't know.
that?
Yeah, I did. I saw that.
I'm like, why is he
It's because he made a bunch of money on his books. He
country
figured
boy
he
here,
could
man?
retire.
Country boy here, dude. That's just
Yeah,
funny as
he's
hell.
great. I like him. He's just he's got to get in the game, bro.
I
All
can't,
right.
I can't wait to listen to Aaron tonight about his Raider rant.
Yeah, it was, son of a bitch. Give me 1 second. How do I send to voicemail? Getting phone calls. All right. You want to touch on the Rams real quick, and then we'll wrap this thing up here.
Well, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna pick up one upset alert game this
Oh, you want to do an
Sunday.
upset alert? Well, why don't you talk about the Rams
Well, first off,
first?
we got screwed out of a call because the refs can't fucking figure out how to place a goddamn ball. I mean, they went
Yeah.
they went full extent on this on the Pat McAfee show yesterday because the Colts got caught. The Colts got screwed out of a call as well at the end of the game. You got Jim Irsay coming out saying the NFL admitted to him that, yeah, we did you guys wrong. That's our fault.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think the movement is starting to happen where all plays under 2 minutes are reviewable. Skybox judge, expedite the
Yeah.
review process. No more booth review. It just goes straight to the sky judge every single
Yeah.
time. I think
I
it's
like
getting to
that.
that point.
I like that New York's getting more involved with that kind of stuff too. That's a good thing in my opinion. But
I understand we had no timeouts left. I understand it was at the 2 minute 12 warning, but come on. I mean, the whole world and everyone sees that George Pickett was short, but the refs can't figure. I don't want to say the Rams could have won that game or that was like the game changing decision, but that would have given us an extra drive to try and tie it at least. But our kicker left 7 points on the board, which is, thank God he got fucking cut. I think I can kick better than him. I don't know, but oh, the Rams are
yeah.
the Rams. We're at 3-4, right, or 3-3. I already forgot what our division record is. Barley,
Yeah.
Stafford is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league, no questions asked.
No,
Um,
absolutely not. I'm not
he's
getting
better.
into that bullshit.
Well, he's better than Jordan Law, but all right. No.
Well, because he has like three awesome weapons. First of all,
You guys
and
did too. Romeo
he's
Dobbs, AJ Dillon,
he's a
and
veteran
Christian Watson.
quarterback. He's been in the league for as long as I've
So
been
is Jordan
born.
Love. He's a veteran quarterback.
He's 3 years in his first start. What are you talking about? Stop smoking. Stop smoking the grass over there in Colorado.
We found the draft deal of Puka Nakua. He's going to be setting some records
Exactly.
this year, no questions asked. He's going to lose.
That's
He,
crazy.
he should be offensive rookie of the year, but CJ Stroud's going to get that because that's a quarterback trophy anyway. Um, but yeah,
How much
well,
longer is on Cooper's on Cups's contract?
I think he's got another 3 years. He signed an
Oh,
extension.
jeez.
He signed an extension, I think, the year before we won the Super Bowl that offseason. I'm fine.
You
It's a good
guys,
problem to have two of the same type of players. I'm cool with
I
that.
know that I know, and that's what I'm saying. I want you guys to trade him away and trade him to us, and we'll give you Jordan Love for when Stafford retires. Is
We got the Cowboys this week.
that your
That's actually
upset alert?
that is going to be my upset alert.
I knew it. I could tell.
I mean, Dallas is kind of turning into the Buffalo Bills. Like they're not winning these games that they're supposed to be winning, or they just make these dumbfounded, convoluted errors. And when I say them, I mean Dak Prescott. So,
Becky.
I mean, the way I look at it is, this is a game that the Cowboys should be winning, and this is the mindset they should be going into this matchup and this week. Coming off of a bye week, nevertheless.
Yeah.
But they're going to find a way to fuck it up, I think. And I think the Rams are going to steal one on the road here. Let's fucking go.
That's not unfathomable.
Uh,
And like you said, you have the best wide receivers in the game right now. So I
our
mean,
offense is I feel like I haven't looked at our rankings, but I feel like our offense in terms of production is like top 10 in terms of yards per game. Points, maybe. I know we're not blowing people out and scoring 40 points a game, but I feel like we're top 10, if not top 12. So
yeah, Stafford only has 7 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, so that's not
yeah,
super impressive.
yeah.
Um,
A lot of running touchdowns though from our running backs.
what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh, you can go to that game in Arlington for $25.
I know. So I have a friend that lives in San Antonio that's a Cowboy fan. I was trying to coordinate with him, like, dude, let me fly out. We'll meet up in Dallas, go to the game.
Yeah, that's a
Never,
cheap
never.
ass ticket.
Yeah, I got like Frontier tickets for like $60. each way. I was like, all right, I could fathom that for Frontier, and it's only
Yeah,
I think it's only like a 2 hour flight. So I was like, okay, that's fine.
that's not bad at all. Yeah.
It's like I could deal with that if I absolutely had to.
Wow.
Who do you got for
Sweet.
upset?
I mean, there's not a lot of great options, so I'm gonna go deep because I don't like the Eagles. I'm gonna say the Commanders upset the Eagles.
I was looking at that game too. I was thinking there's a legit chance because they did play earlier this season, and the Commanders only lost by like 3 points in overtime,
Yeah, all right,
33 to 30.
and I mean, Hurts against that Washington's defense isn't terrible, honestly.
They're not. They're solid defense.
Yeah, and it's kind of surprising. And Hurts, once again, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I mean, if he can't run the ball, there's not much he can do in the air. And the Commanders' corners are pretty good. But here's the problem. See, here's the one red flag is if the Commanders can't get their running game going, which is hit or miss, then they're going to be screwed.
The Eagles, they just need to do the tush push every play because they're getting 3 yards a play for every time they do the tush push. So just very slowly and methodically, just march your way down the field, tush push. And at some point, you just put a play action pass in there and like AJ Brown's wide open for a 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
I can see that. I could see that. I was looking at that as the upset too. Another one I'm looking at is the Titans and the Falcons. I could see the Titans upsetting the Falcons at home.
Dude, the Falcons are sneaky good, bro. Their record shows it, but like people don't really pay attention to it, but they're sneaky good.
I understand. So we're not taking the Bengals and Niners as upset alert. We're staying away from that.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Niners are a 4-point favorite at home, so obviously Vegas feels like they got at least a half-point edge for sure.
It's gonna be, I don't know, low-scoring game in my opinion. Is McCaffrey even 100%? I don't think so. Right?
He should be this week. They were talking about maybe putting him on a snap count last week against the Vikings, but they ultimately scrapped it. Debo should be out for another 2 weeks, but they got a plethora of passers anyway. How are we feeling about the Jaguars at the Steelers, though? The Jaguars are on a roll here. Steelers at home, good defense. No. I mean,
I love the Jaguars. I really like that team. So, and I like Trevor Lawrence, and I like Travis Etienne. So I'd pick them all day. And I don't believe in any of the picking and the Pickets and all those guys. Terrible towel is a terrible towel. It's stupid. I use that to clean my bathroom floors. I don't want that shit.
Well, by cleaning my bathroom floors, I turned a regular white towel into a terrible towel because it's that same color now. I see where they get their inspiration from. Steel Town, my ass.
Steel Town, baby.
Call the bathroom town. All right, how about that? Shout out to Pittsburgh.
Funny. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Wave that towel.
I also like the Jaguars, but only because I have Trevor Lawrence as my starting quarterback in fantasy. So
Trevor Lawrence
and Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
So I need that. I need that 1-2 connection, baby.
Are you gonna do your facts entirely with Aaron tonight? That way you guys have something to talk about.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a facts entirely tonight. It's gonna be about the Packers and starting quarterbacks. It's gonna be an interesting one for you.
Okay, well, I probably already touched on that, but yeah, I'll look forward to hearing it tonight. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll be posting my bet probably Sunday morning before the games on the YouTube short. Only because I tried to post some player props right now, and they won't let me for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on.
We're gonna keep them hanging, so they're gonna keep watching the channel and wait for that notification that the parlay has been posted.
Y'all got to tune in. Tune in Sunday morning for a brief short on the Sharks Chomp bet of the week. You know what it is. You know how we do it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Joe, Special Teams, the one and only, the best host over there, Aaron Rodgers. Appreciate you being here. Slap a high five. Go Pack, go. Thanks for watching. We'll throw up our links in the bio. And until next time, football.
Hey, who do you think wins the Super Bowl next year?